Welcome to my channel, Aquarius. I'm Jemmy. Welcome to Jemmy's Road to Spirituality. It's the end of November, guys, and I really want to finish again, all the zodiac signs, at least for the energies that are, we are continuously. It's like this reading is timeless. And whenever you're going to watch it, probably it's going to, have that significance for you one way or another, and maybe not for you, maybe for somebody around you, somebody that you know, somebody that actually you need clarity and illumination in regards to the situation. The energy that I felt for you, it's that what is yours, it's yours, and it's going to stay there, good or bad. Everybody has a free will, and we all choose actually what we want, what we want to manifest, what we want for ourselves, what we want for others. We are all influencers in one way or another in our lives, for ourselves and for other people. I see the high priest here coming, together with the Queen of Cups. Aquarius, it's awakening. It's a true connection with a divine for the masculine energy here, and this is Taurus specifically, but it can be all the zodiac signs for you. You're called to something greater in the three-dimensional, the high priest card here. You see that he has two keys laid, at the bottom of his feet, and the staff that is actually like of a high priest that actually stays in the presence of the Most High, and it rules. I mean, this is a teacher, a ruler. The high priest talks about, it's the Hierophant in the traditional deck. This person look at the diamonds and the treasures that it's like laid, bare at his feet in the open. This high priest, you as a high priest, the masculine energy here, or the masculine that you're dealing with, Aquarius, this person is called to actually take all the treasures hidden within themselves, and not necessarily teachings, and not necessarily man-made rules and man-made teachings, man-made signs, because we are all guided by traditionalism, by human teachings, human precepts. We are talking about divine precepts, we are talking about divine teaching and rules and law. And this is what the high priest here is telling me, that you're called to something higher than the whatever humanity has taught us, or is trying to put us in this specific religious teachings or human made teachings. This is legal systems, or it can be um, community churches that are actually an example into this three-dimensional world that we are living, that are living through these teachings, like the Pharisees were living in Jesus time, and they were like asking for other people, like the church might ask for people to actually confess, buy, donate, buy the candles, spread the light, do whatever. This is talking about the soul. This is talking about something not carnal, but divinely led and divinely discovered, put in the open. A calling like this in the masculine, for the masculine here, Aquarian, it's not something that you should tread lightly. It's not something that you just go out there and just put it, just throw it out there to people. It is something that it's very, very specific. You have a specific calling. It's what I'm feeling here. Queen of Cups on the feminine side here for the Aquarian. I'm going to put it on side by side here. It is a feminine that it's, looking on the other side from this high priest. Because maybe this high priest is supposed to know this feminine side, maybe within themselves, maybe you masculines, or maybe you are the feminine or masculine watching this. The feminine is actually not looking towards this traditionalism or this specific point that is actually overruled by humanity, by human teachings, human science, human precepts. As I said, it is talking about this Queen of Cups, which is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's teaching and talking about love, self love, unconditional love, nurturing. So, as masculine here being the first card for the masculine energy, I really believe that on the other side, from masculine and feminine energy balancing act, this high priest is supposed to go through the prism of love, through the aspect of love. And this is like in the feminine kind of perception or a manifestation type of energy, because it's supposed to teach a very hard and maybe masculine side what the other side might be, which is softer but not necessarily weak or bad or unfit. The next card is the Queen of Wands and the World, because my deck split. On the other side, these other two cards, it's from for a feminine energy, which is the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, who is very, very well known. She has done the work. She's guided and protected in some sort of manner and way here. She's going with the occult, or she believes something much more than whatever Christianity or church, the traditional church is teaching. She goes underneath this traditionalism, man-made type of teaching, which this masculine energy could have been raised in, programmed in, formed and shaped in. This Queen of Wands, she's beyond that. Maybe this is like more religious. The masculine is like religion, aspect side, put in that corner. And this Queen of Wands, feminine energy, she's put into the more spiritual, because she's called to get to know herself at a very deeper level. She's guided and protected here by forces, but some forces and aspects of this Queen of Wands could be not necessarily light, they could be darkness. And with the World card here, something is actually ending and ended for this Queen of Wands. It's what I felt, that's why I put it in the title. What is yours is staying, good or bad. Because I felt a balance and a fight between these two aspects, light and dark. Darkness is actually the missing of light. So in some sort of way, darkness exists, but because the light is missing. So something is missing in the feminine side here. Who we are talking with, maybe you are the person that, masculine, you're dealing with this Queen of Wands aspect. That is actually something, it's ending here for this Queen of Wands. Good or bad, something is actually concluded, finished, in order for something new to be started all over again. You have to know, because it's your situation. Take it how it resonates. I don't know exactly specifically what is going on in everybody, circumstance, choices. Everybody has free will. Everybody, in the way that they make their bed, they sleep in it. How you made your bed, masculine or feminine, you sleep in it. And that's, the truth and the deal. Then I see a Four of Cups and a Page of Cups. This masculine probably is like in a very unsatisfied, emotional involvement here, or conclusion of this aspect of this high priest that is awakened right here and is brought to the place of this Queen of Cups energy here, which is very beautiful. I have to say, the masculine is getting to see, and accept and dig another side of themselves, which is emotional, which is balanced, which is this Queen of Cups could be obsessive about their emotions. This Hierophant, on the other hand, while he's awakened, he's very, very focused on their emotion, focused on whatever they feel that they want to have, that they really need what they really, really desire emotionally for themselves. The aspect of them in that feminine side of acceptance, being patient and kind and loving, and the receiver, side, is what is in some sort of way balancing, their emotions and their heart, and is bringing them to a like more softer place. While the feminine energy here, she has to face the fact that she could have been mistaken, or she could have done something on the darker side that is not actually good. This was her actually passion and desire, what she really was maybe raised and formed in. This Queen of Wands, she was always, as a child, she was probably raised to fight and move on and do. She had the drive and the passion and the desire within her heart to be like this. But some aspects of this Queen of Wands, it's very superficial and very empty and selfish and cruel and bad and evil, and all this darkness aspect of this Queen of Wands. But this is actually ended for this person. It is done, it is finished, it is concluded. This person actually did something that finished her purpose, destiny, reason for her to be here. I don't know if I explain myself. We're going to pull some cards in regards to this. On this side, as I said, the Four of Cups with the Page of Cups, this feminine energy, they're expecting some sort of, emotional offer from somebody, because if they concluded something with a, full circle here with the World, this is complete completion. Maybe they fixed their karma. Maybe they brought karma to a completion, and now they were going to receive it fully and completely. I don't know exactly. You have to put it exactly where it stays, because I don't know. This person is waiting, it's expecting like a very small offer. Maybe this is the problem, that they did expect very little emotionally from whatever they put in the past, or even the present circumstance here. Aquarius feminine energy. You are dealing with fire, Aries, Leo, Sag, or you have Aries, Leo, Sag predominantly in your chart, or and as well fixed signs, which is Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Scorpio. The masculine energy here is a Taurus, but it can have all the aspects of all the zodiac signs in his chart, but probably moon specifically, they are Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And this is the balancing act between that masculine and feminine energy between themselves. The feminine, she is like a very recognized, a public speaker, a very, known image into the three-dimensional, into the, into the world. And probably if they did a really good work and they were light and they did everything specifically, all this occult, mystical work within themselves, this hard work within themselves that is actually shown into the three-dimensional. This person is like a very well recognized personality, feminine energy here. If they completed this karma, or they fixed some sort of, you know, um, uh, you know, um, curse, generational curse, sin, generational sin, or karma that they had to actually come back and fix, which means completion of this. In some sort of way, this person has dealt with a lot of darkness, is what I feel from this card as well. But they have been given another chance to come back here and fix this, complete this situation. The feminine energy is expecting very little, and this is a problem. Here is what the divine is trying to show me with the World card here. By fixing your karma, you are creating from now on dharma, which is something that it's only coming towards you. It is something that you are supposed to receive until the end of this completion of this cycle, because this is a completion of something that was supposed to be done, completed maybe in a past life, or maybe in a past relationship. If you only expect this feminine energy, I really presume that you're supposed to expect the world, everything. Because if you have done the work and if you have gone through hell and through hell and back a couple of times or a multitude of times, now is the time for you to actually conclude this and finish it. With the Four of Cups here, for the high priest and the Queen of Cups side, even if this high priest chose a Queen of Cups that is very obsessed, obsessed emotionally about if while this high priest is actually awakening, or he's ascending to a higher level of spirituality, of awakening, of knowledge, of understanding, of manifestation. This relationship for this high priest here is just very unsatisfying. And it's because the divine has tried to show them that they are supposed to receive the Ace of Cups for themselves and drink the cup for themselves, while they took this Queen of Cups, and together with this is a Five of Cups, which is my stomach is growling. Um, which tells me, which is a fragmented, watery energy of emotion, that they probably came back to this person after a period of time. Maybe they tried like the four, maybe the fifth time they tried to come back together with this Queen of Cups. But this Queen of Cups is, in conclusion, regretting. And this high priest, after while they're awakening, you realize that this is a regretful choice. They regret the choice. The Five of Cups is everything that actually never happened emotionally in regards to the partnership relationship, their choice, which is not easy to take as well. And on the other side, this Queen of Wands, the feminine energy, which you're dealing with, Aquarius, or you are this feminine energy. You have been left alone in regards to your partnership, or whatever conclusion you're supposed to have with the masculine side or energy in regards to your situation. Let me shuffle more and just grab a couple more cards for each side here, Aquarius. I have the Knight of Cups and the Four of Pentacles. The Knight of Cups on this side, it is for this Queen of Wands, expecting a message of love, or some message of love with the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. It's coming towards this Queen of Wands. While on the High Priestess side, they are in a Four of Pentacles, which we saw Four of Cups, which is a 4-4, which is in a, for me, fours are foundations. They stayed in foundations that they were not fulfilling. They were not good enough. They were not proper. They were not fit. And the sun is shining, and a couple of minutes ago it was raining. So a change in the weather for the masculine energy here for the Aquarius, I see very unsatisfied because masculine didn't invest it, they didn't risk, they didn't put anything out there. And this is in regards to so many partnerships, unions, divine masculines, divine feminines. As I see, my readings are getting to the divine partners, the soulmates, twin flames. Four of Pentacles with the sun. This is actually fire energy. This is Leo energy. This is true happiness, joy, fulfillment, new beginnings, inner child, healing, progress, another chance, another opportunity, brand new beginnings. Very warm times, very blessed and very happy times for the Queen of Wands at completing some karma from a past life. This comes from full completion of something that it was meant, destined by the divine, brought by the divine, uh, through this Queen of Wands person here. But on the other side, the high priest didn't do the work, didn't invest it, didn't want it to stay out there and make a fool out of himself by being real with himself, by being truthful with himself and with his loved ones, family members, friends, people around them. There is a level of fear and mistrust, mistrust. Am I saying it correctly? A lack of involvement and participation, not being a fully participant of their own self, their own decisions, desires, thoughts, perception of themselves, which is really pathetic and sad. Six of Pentacles and the Sun. It seems as this Queen of Wands with the world here, the feminine energy or the feminine side of yourself, Aquarius. You can take it how it resonates, put it whatever it fits. It's actually doing it. This person is like shining with a really, really, beautiful light here. This is the light of the connection. This is the side that actually, it was the start, fire starter, the beginning of this connection. Maybe this is the first one created the feminine energy into this or brought into this life again. So the feminine is much older than the masculine here. And this is a high priest. This is an old soul in a very young body. And this is very, very young, made young soul, so in a very young body, but it's an old soul because it's completing lifetimes karma, generational sin, generational curses, generational karma. And this Queen of Wands now, they actually need the equality. They need the balancing act of receiving exactly what they put out there, the hard work that they did or they're doing. But it is completed, it is finished, it is done. This is what the divine is showing to the feminine energy right now at this time. And to the masculine, this is a mirroring energy and a projection of this sun card, which is Leo. This masculine can have Leo in their chart very specifically. 10 of Cups with the Sun. These people, even if it's just the intertwining of your masculine and feminine energies within yourself, Aquarius, this is what you're supposed to understand this month, and this is going to be your fulfillment. This is going to be true happiness in an Aquarius life, because I have my chart Aquarius, and I love Aquarius to death, even if they are crazy to fucking, to the fucking craziness of them all. I have Aquarius, friends that they are very crazy, very, they have different sides to themselves, but I love them very much because they're very intelligent and bright. I don't know why is this screen shooting my every reading that I fucking do. The divine is telling you that for the feminine side aspect here, Queen of Wands with the world, happiness is a choice. And maybe somebody doesn't want you to know. My stomach is actually provoking myself, provoking me right now. It's telling me, give me much more food. I cannot live with this. Probably feminine energy doesn't really work very well with appetite, I'll have to say. Happiness is a choice, and happiness is you, is what this energy tells me. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. Choose happiness in order for you to be happy. Choose peace in order for you to have peace. Choose truthfulness in order for you to be truthful and have truthfulness. The sun, it tells me that This person is healing himself right now. He's like nurturing his inner child. He's going back. Maybe the divine is actually waking up this in the awakening of this high priest. I cannot speak, see. It's in regards to their childhood, or being a child in a past life, whatever they did as a child in a past life as well. This runs deep. It's really, really deep for the masculine and feminines here. But only to channel your energies in the beginnings, I need half an hour. It's like how I'm going for almost every sign. But the Seven of Cups with the Sun, the feminine energy, you have options. But don't get your panties in a twist. Don't jump from frog to another frog and I'm gonna kiss all the frogs until I'm gonna find my Prince Charming, which is a frog. No, your Prince Charming is not a frog. Okay? Don't jump from relationship to other men to other men. Just don't jump in the bed with them thinking, oh, this is the one, this is the one. This probably many people will tell you, kiss a lot of frogs until you're gonna find your Prince Charming. You're gonna have to kiss a lot of frogs. But please don't kiss them all. They're not all for you. Even if they seem, oh, this man is so nice and nurturing and soft and cute, and he did this for me. He actually opened the door of the car for me, and he's such a gentleman. No, he wants to fuck you. That's it. You understand? Not everybody's supposed to go like this with everybody. I'm telling you right now. You now have a free will. You can make the difference. Whatever you want to go for a slog, you want to go for a Prince Charming, you want to go whatever. It's your choice, feminine. I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's not my place in the world. And anyways, if you do it, I'm not going to judge you. I'm not a judge. Maybe I could judge you, but I'm not going to. It's a choice. You know, the masculine energy is still rediscovering this and is like bathing in this sun and joy and brand new life, because it's a brand new opportunity of being happy, seeing the truth, having the true revelation of this awakening of the masculine energy with the high priest and the sun here. For sure, masculine energy has Leon in their chart, and Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces in their moon, or Venus aspects. Seven of Cups and the Devil in the reverse. There is some, as I said, fixing of karma. Whatever what the devil interfere in the past life or in this life, it is done and over with. This is the completion that I see here. It's a mirroring an aspect of the same, both masculine and feminine. Both parties have choices. But this is as well creating illusions in regards to emotions. Every person that you meet or they meet, this is the one. But they only look for the feminine aspect, which is loving within themselves, and which is fiery and passionate and created on the other aspect of their partner, their, divine or chosen partner by the divine. Both of you are mirroring. You're doing like some type of work and triggerings and mirrorings and stuff, in regards to this partnership and in regards to yourself within yourself, which is very important for you to see from both aspects or all the aspects that you could actually have a look at. High Priestess. I'm going to put it in the middle. And look, Emperor. Put it in the middle. And I'm going to put the High Priestess on this side and the Emperor on this side. And guess what? King of Wands. And guess what? Again, the Devil in the fucking reverse. Capricorn energy. Underneath it, it's Eight of Cups and the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, the Devil in the reverse. And behind this Queen of Swords is the Knight of Swords. Let me see. Maybe this aspect of this Queen of Swords here is very important for this King of Wands that is actually watching this. And behind this is actually a magician. And behind this is a two of pentacles. Hmm. Yes, well, if you're dealing feminine energy, if you're dealing with a masculine that is actually an emperor status here with the Aries energy, um, it is something that you're discovering about this masculine, about this emperor energy in the three-dimensional. And this is what is happening for this high priest. They're meeting the high priestess in the 5D. So this is 3D, 5D. So you, both of you, marrying each other in the 3D and 5D, but you're on different timelines and different aspects. Aquarius, the person that you're dealing with, if you're the masculine watching the feminine here, the feminine completed something with a world card here, very, very important and very critical for this Queen of Wands. But that's because she was supposed to discover the emperor energy within themselves. And this is actually what is balancing this Queen of Wands energy. This is Aries, and this is Aries, Leo, Sag. Is the same aspect of the energy, but in the three-dimensional, this Queen of Wands, it's actually called to complete something very important and make decisions, step up to the plate in such a manner that they stay in their power, authority, and decision making to a God's level point of view. On the other hand, the masculine energy here, the high priest, Queen of Cups, and the high priestess. This person is actually connect. This masculine energy is awakened at a spiritual level and is brought in the 5D to this spiritual high priestess, but only in the 5D. The three-dimensional aspect of this high priest is not present, but it is actually present on the other side of the Queen of Wands, which is in the three-dimensional. So this Queen of Wands in the three-dimensional is a manifester here, while this person is on the 5D level and is actually awakening and seeing the truth and the reality of this connection in the 5D only. While this person was in the past in the three-dimensional, and this person, this Queen of Wands, was in the 5D mostly, and she was meeting this high priest here in the 5D. She could not actually meet him in the 3D. She was the one that was waiting for this high priest to meet him in the 3D, but this person never was present in the 3D. And now the tables have turned for this Queen of Wands to be actually here present and be manifesting in the three-dimensional, and for this high priest to be actually living in the loop in the 5D. As you can see, there is a significant, very important suit match here, match made in on the three-dimensional by being made in heaven. Queen and King of Wands, the same suit. But this, this suit, suit in the three-dimensional now, talking about this high priest totally in the 5D, and this person in the 5D and 3D because she's the high priestess here. It's on the same level. These people are actually still separated in the three-dimensional here. They learn how to do the dance in the loop, in the same loop of the cycle, because this is never ending and it's actually enclosed in within itself. But the separation happens because the devil was present in regards to the situation, because if the devil was active in this, somebody was forced to leave. And this Eight of Cups for me is a walk of shame, a disgraceful, be kicked out of the situation. Even if you kicked yourself out or another party kicked you out of the situation, there is a Queen of Swords here that is interfering between this same suit couple, Queen and King of Wands. So it's a third party here in regards to your situation, in regards to this union partnership, High Priest, High Priestess, Emperor, Queen of Wands, King of Wands. This Queen of Swords as is was expecting this message of truth in her favor. This is a third party included here in this situation, guys. A Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But whatever this Queen of Swords was trying to manifest in regards to this partnership, it is just the Two of Swords, which is confusion, double-minded, a person that very fickle, very changing their thoughts and ideas very every 5 minutes, every 5 days, every 5 hours, or every 2 minutes, every two steps, every should I do this? I cannot make a decision. Should I do it like this? Should I not do it like this? I am expecting this, but I don't believe this is gonna come. This is being in two minds. This is the Queen of Swords in two minds here, doubting themselves, not knowing exactly where they go and why they're going. This Aquarius, this is a pure energy. As the feminine energy here in being involved, you have been probably connected or attacked by a woman with Gemini, Libra, Aquarius as well in your chart, or this is you. Take it out, it resonates. You're expecting this message of truth or somebody coming with the truth, in regards to your position or in regards to what you really wanted to hear. Because many times we want to hear only things that tingle our ears. Oh, it works in your favor. You are the chosen one. You are the one, blah, blah, blah. All lies, deceit. If this is you and you did this to yourself, or this is the third party involved here that did this or tried to put you, Queen of Wands, that is very important because you're the first, almost the first cards that came out here. So it's about this Queen of Wands and this High Priest here. And maybe you as well, you're another aspect, you're the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. As I said, everything is on the same level on the table here for me, for this Queen of Wands. That is the first one of the first cards coming here beside of the High Priest. This Queen of Swords, by being in two minds and putting the situation into minds, or putting the situation into a confusive state, which is delusional, which is a lie, which is deceitful. By you knowing the truth as the Queen of Swords, having this intellectual knowledge, truth within yourself, but as well putting other people into Two of Swords type of energy while you work with the devil underneath, because this devil was hidden, was really active, productive, present, alive into the circumstance of the Queen of Swords here. But now it's actually shown in the reverse, because whatever this person tried to do, it didn't work. And of course, they tried to throw you out like a dog. This third party here, they tried to put you out from this equation, because in their head, in their mind, in their illusional fucking bullshit, type of energy with the devil comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. He's gonna come and fucking lie to you. You are the one, you're the chosen one, you are the shit if you do this, if you do that, whatever the fuck. But it's shown in the reversed. And with the Eight of Cups, this is somebody that really wanted you to be kicked out of the equation. The only thing that they produce for themselves, this Queen of Wands, is for them to be actually thrown out into the cold. Because the devil was defeated here with the completion of the Queen of Wands, the World card. And then whatever they tried to do, this Queen of Swords with the Knight of Swords and the Magician, they brought some fake news. They manifested this. They tried to manifest this against this Queen of Wands that had to actually go to this spiritual level in the 5D to be actually in a rude awakening, probably type of very rude awakening. And it's connected with the past. It's connected with something from a past situation or past life. This Queen of Swords wanted you and this King of Wands, Queen of Wands and King of Wands to be separated. That's why the 12 wands being present in your current situation at this time. Mm. Well, if you dig the hole for another person, you're going to be the one that is going to actually fall into it. And that's exactly the truth and the reality of this circumstance. It is really sad, Father, that I always have to be brought back to this fucking story. That doesn't have any reason in the end. The devil always tries. He will never know if he succeeds, but he's always going to try against the chosen ones of God, the chosen people of God. It's what he did to the Lord Jesus Christ on the cross. He put into the thoughts of the Pharisees and all the Jew people to kill him, to hang him on the tree, on that cross. Not knowing that by putting him on the cross, he's going to receive that victory that he came for. He knew exactly what he came for, and he was actually available, and he chose to actually pay the price. Why do you think that he sacrificed? Why do you think that he was uh, killed by being cursed, being hanged between heaven and earth on a wooden cross that probably he worked with his own hands, that he made with his own hands because he was a carpenter? The devil is going to try. And he's going to try through these people that are mentally fucked up. It doesn't mean that his plan is going to work, because in this situation it doesn't work and it's never going to work. Once you know the devil and you have seen his face, you'll always know the devil. It doesn't matter in what kind of aspect or image, or it's going to be the same devil but in a different suit, in a different day, in a different circumstance, but it's going to be the same fucking devil. The same tricks, the same playings, the same whatever. Everything the same, but try to be put in a different aspect, in a different circumstance, in a different light. You know what I mean? At the bottom of the deck, the Fool, which is Aries, but it can be all the zodiac signs as well. Ace of Swords. The truth is out. The truth is in the open, and it's cutting like a motherfucker. Together with this Queen of Swords and the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords, it is a Three of Swords, a fragmented air energy for this Queen of Swords. This person is like right now stabbed her own heart. She stabbed her own self. She did it to herself. Who she can be in the end be blamed? Who she's gonna blame for whatever she did, whatever this person chose. If you're dealing, this reading is for you, if you're dealing with this energy. If it's not your energy, if you're not, it's not anything to do with you, it's not. Please don't take it if it doesn't resonate. This is somebody's story. With the Fool and the Ace of Swords, the both parties here, masculine and feminine, high priest and high priestess, queen of wands, king of wands energies here are called to actually jump and have faith and take a leap of faith. Because if you know the truth, once you know the truth, you cannot unknow the truth. Excuse me. If you know the truth, you cannot hide it anymore. You have to put it out there. And with the Fool, it's a card as well of trust. The card zero is like a new beginning. You have the opportunity to come back to this with the truth. And this is probably from a masculine aspect point of view, because the first card on this second row, it's the King of Wands, which is this high priest, which is this awakening. The Queen of Cups, it's now probably the other party as well. They try to pretend that probably they were loving, but they were not. They had like a tricky, uh, you know, playing cards, a hand of cards. in the down low, behind the everything with a fucking devil. And of course, the situation was put, and it's put right now for this Queen of Swords or for the third party involved here, that they're worried, they are anxious. Whatever they tried, the trick in the sleep that they had against this union partnership, same suit, it's a spiritual calling, spiritual destiny, fate, with the high priest and the high priestess here. This is the divine 100%, 1000 billion percent here. But because I have on the board as well here the Magician, the Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, Eight of Cups, and the Devil in the reversed, it tells me as well that whatever this planning with the devil, it's failed, and it was for the evil. It was not done for good. It was done, from a selfish point of view, a selfish reasoning, a delusional reasoning. Selfish, delusional, crazy, forceful, stupid. In order for them to get this King of Wands, which is a very superficial, flimsy player energy. This is somebody that doesn't have substance, doesn't have, they just fly all over the la la la, like, SpongeBob. But SpongeBob is like a very amazing being, even if it doesn't exist. This is like la 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 la. I'm gonna go and fuck everybody under the sun, and I'm gonna do whatever I please, and I'm gonna be the richest, the most acknowledged, the most wonderful and beautiful and happy and recognized and everything on top of the world. But I'm gonna fuck everybody in the way, and that's gonna be that. Whatever I want, it goes, and whatever I go, and it goes. This is the King of Wands. King of Wands, it can be very, very manipulated, very naive. As I said, no essence, no true essence. This is a very empty person. It's like a shell that you see on the external, like the flesh. But on the inside, the wind crosses, like, whew, you know. They don't think, they don't make decisions. They just go with their wand and do whatever they want. And the feminine energy knows it. You know it, feminine energy. And probably this Queen of Swords as well, she knows it. If you fight it very, very hard with the fucking devil here to take a man that was lost in his way, that was sleeping and not awakened and not knowing and not realizing, and very, very empty, and it's because probably of money or public recognition, having an image into this world. Yeah, but this image is not the truth and the reality of it. So no matter how much of an image you want to have, in truth and reality, it remains just the emptiness. At the end of the day, at your deathbed or wherever in your old age, you're gonna be alone and empty. Not having not even this bitch that tried to ruin your life, multiple lives. This is somebody that knows exactly who they're dealing with. There is a recognition of these two people as well here. That's why the third party is somebody that this person knows, or a person that they needed to fix karma with from a past life. All the third parties involved, they had to go through this Nine of Swords, but mostly the one that she tried to actually cut and split this divine partnership or whatever destined situation that the divine wanted to complete it and fulfill, uh, in these people, not necessarily together, but in each individual, in the masculine and in the feminine, in regards to probably to bring them to a very in middle energy of love, acceptance of God's will, acceptance, it's true freedom in the end. At the end of the day, when you accept the truth and the reality of things, you change. You are able to free yourself from it, from the forceful, wanting and desiring something that is not fit for you, that is not necessarily for you. It gets me to the word of God where it says all things may seem beneficial to a man, but in the end they will lead to fucking destruction. Many things, they can seem good for this third party Queen of Swords energy, or they seemed, but they brought them to a very cold place where they are defeated, alone, probably jaded, bitter, resentful, hateful, denying still the truth. And it is sad when you don't see yourself truly for what you try to force. Why would you want to force to be with somebody by doing fuck shit behind their back to gain their whatever, to in the end for you to take advantage of some aspect of them, but knowing that this person will never respect you truly, love you truly, fight for you truly, choose you truly, but because you feel that you need to force things, you need to do things behind their back in order for them to be manipulated with a fucking devil that is hidden, all the skeletons in the closet, all the fucking bullshit, to not even get to anything but separate two people or separate something that is meant and destined. And in this time, you just break people and the divine's, plans and your own happiness and the happiness of the generations that come after, because this is like generational karma that this person is like bringing on top of themselves, something that they bring, upon their children. And if this is a baby mama of this person, this is a king of wands with this queen of swords here, their children they are cursed, but they are blessed because they're born from this person. It depends if they're their children, if they have children. But for sure, the Queen of Swords can be a mother, and she's the one left because she's like a divorcee card, or this Queen of Swords was left. But they destroy themselves when they chose to with the devil here to do everything, all the bullshit here behind this Queen of Wands and King of Wands. This person somehow knows exactly who she's dealing with. Probably at the moment she's going to realize that these people are meant in the spiritual realm, in the sense that they are both awakened and ascending. They are here in this plane right now in this lifetime to actually fulfill and complete something, which on the aspect of the feminine it is completing and fulfilled and finished. Just a few cards, Father, with a Rider Waite tarot deck. And of course, I saw the Magician at the bottom. I pre-shuffled the decks before. Aquarius is like the same shit, different day. I guess I'm sick and tired of this bullshit with the karma, this third party interference. And can we change this? Can we have a different story, Father? It's everything about this. Four of Wands flew from the deck. The Star card at the bottom here. The World again. The Fool repeating himself. Ace of Pentacles. Happy family room. Let me move this. So the High Priest is like is given in another opportunity by him being awakened and actually realizing in the 5D what probably they chose and they have done, starting with the past life or past lives. The Queen of Cups is the healer and the healing energy here because she's a healer. of herself, or the other, aspect of the masculine can be, or the feminine energy that is a healer of, of herself, and the connection even of this third party situation. She's the one that in the end is bringing the balance and the light in this circumstance. Sorry. The world on top of the high priestess, in the end, is confirmed that the high priestess is the one that fulfilled and completed this mission here. The fool is on top of the emperor here, which is like a leap of faith, having hope and faith into the future, that are actually, they, if they're not choosing to move forward in regards to this partnership union, this is going to be actually taken away from them, because the ace of pentacles is on the queen of wands. This queen of wands is actually offered by the divine a new opportunity in the three-dimensional, a new portal, a new gateway here, in the three-dimensional, for them to be able to have a brand new beginning, because the happy family room is promised to this high priestess, queen of cups, and queen of wands. Then I have a queen of swords. The queen of swords, in the energy that I have here on the download, which can be your energy as well, or the somebody very very intertwined with you energetically, that worked very, very hard for a long, long time to actually fuck you up and take you out of your own element, your own life, your own path, your own destiny, your own calling. This person, in the end, is going to be forced to actually be moving forward, because they will understand that they cannot fight against the divine. What is meant and settled from the beginning, even the beginning of this time, in regards to this high priest, high priestess, um, queen and king of wands. This queen of swords comes on top of this king of wands. This queen of swords on top of the king of wands, they know that this person, is a king of action in some, his own aspect of things. He's ready to actually, or he was already ready, and he left, he got up and moved. In the situation of the juggling and the separation here, this king of wands is actually moving forward, taking his masculine and feminine aspects within themselves, of this ascension awakening, a process that he's going through, and choosing to move forward. He's going to actually be pushed by the divine to move forward. He's not going to have a different option or opportunity in regards to this. Seven of Wands. He's defending probably this Queen of Swords. She still tries to stay and defend her position here, because she believes she is the first one coming here into this partnership. But no, she's not. This divine, this high priestess, a Queen of Wands and Queen of Cups, is the first one, and she's actually the one that is meant, and it was meant in a past life, and she was the spouse, the wife of this high priest, King of Wands energy. She is the third party that forced with the devil here, with lies, deceitfulness, and murder. She's a murderer, this Queen of Swords, I promise you. I can see it and I can feel it. My mind is like popping up right now. It's like my third eye here is like, and my brain is actually starting to just, you know, the devil, anyways, he doesn't only come to steal. I'm just going to be a thief. No, no. He's the whole package. And anyways, the word of God says exactly that in regards to all the 10 commandments in the past, in the Old Testament. The Lord Jesus Christ came and said, nobody, no man can actually fulfill. That's why he fulfilled the 10 commandments. And that's why those that are actually belonging to Jesus Christ, we don't stand but in the law. And that we are not ruled by the law. We are standing in grace, which is not deserved, but it's still given for those who believe and accept and take it and receive it, believe in it. In one aspect of the commandments, that's why nobody could have actually fulfilled the law. Nobody is supposed to fulfill the law. That's why the divine was given these 10 commandments, knowing that humanity is not actually capable, through sin and through the generational curses of whatever disobedience and sin, and whatever the devil was in the beginning. He proceeded with a disobedience, and he actually wanted to uplift himself against God and enthrone himself on top of God, be much more than him. But it was because he was delusional, crazy. And this is the craziness and the delusional aspect of this Queen of Swords by working with a fucking devil, forcing people out of you know, God's planning and will. You cannot fight against God's will. He's gonna take you lifetimes to understand that you fucking lost because you are never supposed to win by force. The devil was never supposed to win by force and by tricking other people and lying to them and stealing from them and killing them, murdering them, attacking them, deceiving them. What he did from the beginning, because he is a deceiver. He is a liar, he is a deceiver, he is a murderer, he is a thief, he's everything that is the other side, which is the aspect that is really, really made known here in this reading, in this energy. Many people was gonna tell me the devil doesn't exist. Okay, it doesn't exist. It's a teaching of the religious churches and whatever. Take it how it resonates. If you don't believe that the devil doesn't exist, probably it doesn't exist. But denying God or the devil is not gonna make them disappear or not exist or not be there. It's like saying to somebody, "I don't believe in trucks or big cars, and I'm gonna go and walk on the street like they don't exist." If you don't believe they exist or don't exist, it doesn't make them not existing. They're still gonna have actually hit you and gonna kill you or destroy you or whatever, you know. And it's probably one of the aspects of the devil that is like trying to show to people, "Oh, I don't exist. It's just bullshit. Like God doesn't exist. If God doesn't exist, I don't exist." And I prefer people not believe that God is. I don't care if they don't believe I exist. I'm still existing. I'm gonna kick their ass. I'm gonna steal from them, destroy them, take them with me in hell, whatever I'm going, or whatever he is, because he's in one place, you know, at a time, going to and fro, you know. They're trying to manifest this Queen of Swords here is what I'm trying to say. I 1 hour and 1 minute and 2 minutes now. I'm going too long, but probably this is the message that I'm guided to actually bring to you, Aquarius. They're defending their position still. This person, they work really hard in this fucking bullshit to actually lose everything now, but they don't actually realize that they lost. And I see the 10 of Cups here. It is actually true happiness and joy for this Queen of Swords here with the fucking devil. Defeated fucking devil that is actually left out in the cold. It's true happiness and joy and fulfillment for this person for whatever they are doing. They're happy. You see the evilness and the craziness in these people is that they are truly happy and they believe, "Oh, I'm gonna succeed in the end. I'm gonna do it." This is the delusion of the fucking devil. It's a delusional. This personality here, you realize how much nothingness is in this bullshit. Delusion, everything that they plan, this devil is not going to succeed, never. But this is the delusion that they live in. This is the energy and the action and the reason and the meaning of this devil energy. For themselves, or this energy, never to understand that they will never succeed against the divine. They cannot, and they probably know it deep, 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 deep down because they tried it a billion, trillion, gazillion times and they never succeeded. Not even on the cross of the Lord Jesus Christ, they never succeeded. Whatever God's plan was, God's plan succeeded, but this motherfucker's plan never succeeded, and it will never succeed. The King of Swords on top of the Knight of Swords here. The masculine aspect of this, truthful messages that this Queen of Swords wanted to receive was and still is that this Queen of Swords chooses this person. But this person is very, very intelligent. This masculine energy of air here, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's the same like masculine and feminine. This person, this feminine, it's actually in a yin body, but probably their energy is predominantly masculine. They go for action. That's why they do all the fucking bullshit that they do behind the back of these people. It's fucked up, man. Oh, the bottom of the deck, justice. Justice. Justicia. This Queen of Swords is she's gonna receive justice. Good or bad. It's what I felt in the beginning of this reading. Oh, magician. This Queen of Swords, she really is a magician in some sort of way, but she's a magician on, she's the manifester of her own destruction. This is what this card is telling me with this Queen of Swords. I choked. Um, it's something in regards to this throat chakra, in regards to this union or partnership or situation here, Aquarius, for you. Two of Pentacles. They are forced to walk away and juggle. Probably they're gonna, be juggling some type of partnership, or or they try this situation, this person for a long time. As long as they probably this masculine match the feminine here. This High Priest with the High Priestess, Queen of Cups with the Queen of Wands, then the King of Wands here. 5D, 3D, and then only 3D here. This person is going to stay separated from their own destiny and path as well, and probably from their divine partner, soulmate, twin flame, whatever she has to be, probably be meeting in her own life. This person is separating, is like making a conclusion of her chances of finding her own, true soulmate partner, whatever, here. And Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. The devil knows that he's not going to be able to have all the resources in regards to these plannings. And right now, probably this Queen of Swords, somehow they try to infiltrate this union continuously or this partnership. But look, justice on top of the devil in the reverse here. Five of Swords, Three of Cups. That's what I see. Mental conflict, meant very a lot of mental conflict fighting against, this is an enemy. If it's not hidden already, it's like really known now. It's starting to get to be known as somebody that is intrusive, a third party situation that was never meant, but the devil is the intrusion here. And it's receiving justice in this plane, and it's actually not the devil paying for this bullshit. It's this Queen of Swords here. The devil is like washing. I don't have anything to do with this. I'm out of here. Goodbye. I'm gonna take you to fucking hell. But I'm not responsible for this. I never did anything. It's your own doing. You chose. I never had any power on top of you. You chose to do this fucking bullshit by using me. I fucked you up. Now it's not my problem. Goodbye. This is what is happening here in regards to this Queen of Swords. The devil, he cannot stand in front of the divine and say, blah, blah, blah. No, he knows that he needs to run. This Queen of Swords, she's running for, in regards to this karma situation bullshit that she tried to produce here. But she's an enemy, and she's an enemy of herself by being so delusional and just forcing yourself into other people's lives and happiness and family and marriages. See, in this life, she's the one probably that is the spouse of this guy. But in the past life, you were the spouse of this masculine energy, and she still stole it from you. She probably killed you, murdered you, steal your children, killed your children, whatever she did. Yeah, she stole your partner for through this devil that actually succeeded in a past life. Now, in this lifetime, you don't have anything. Probably feminine energy doesn't have anything to do with this masculine, but he was involved with this third party from a past life or whatever circumstance, and she feels the one because this guy, he's not actually connected with this person that is fucking with the devil, and the devil fucking her with no Vaseline in the ass and all this situation trying to, but the devil actually came in this life to conclude this fucking bullshit with this Queen of Swords that she actually produced in a past life. This is her own doing, nobody else's fault. Nobody actually did chose anything in regards to this. She chose to do this in a past life or in a past situation, or even if it's just this lifetime, you were with this person before, you met this person, you are meant to be together, probably you got married, she got interfered in this situation, she was the mistress, whatever, she did some bullshit sorcery, black magic, whatever she did with the fucking devil, she lied, deceived, she played the cards very, very tricky, and mean and, deceitful and lying and putting words out there and putting whatever, gossip, slander, whatever she did. But in the end, this person, when he saw the energy and the fucked up whatever this Queen of Swords is with the fucking devil here and the Eight of Cups and the Magician and the Two of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords, this person, that after he chose this person, he still comes back to this divine partner, because this divine partner from the beginning, it was meant to be, it was truthful, it was true essence, it was meant. But this person interfered and is like a thorn into, a thorn into the ribs, a thorn into your flesh, which never gets to anything. What is the divine having to do with the fucking devil? There is not the same kingdom, it's not the same will, it's not the same plane, it's not the same thing. So the divine doesn't have anything to do with the devil. As this masculine chose this third party, because probably he chose this third party in the past life or in the past cycle, talking about this life. Okay? But by doing this, they fuck themselves up. Then they fuck this union, they fuck the promise of God, they fucked it up. Right now, this Queen of Swords, she's actually uh, jumping from flower to flower. Maybe she's separate right now from this King of Wands that actually left the situation. He's actually shown to be moving forward from this person, because this person is trying to manifest some fuck shit for them and for this union, because they feel the connection with this person, with this high priest, with this high priestess. And this high priestess, of course, feels the connection with this high priest. It is actually something, divinely made into a spiritual plane, where this fucking devil doesn't have any entrance and anything to do with. And I see 111. And this is the problem. This is an intruder into the divinity, which doesn't have anything to do, because this is fucking other plane, other realm. It's the other side of the divinity, which doesn't have anything to do with divinity. The devil is never going to come back into heaven. Never. He was thrown out forever and ever. There is no coming back. As well, for this third party, there is no coming back. She has not chose once, but multiple times to do this fucking bullshit. And because it worked once, like it worked once when they put Jesus Christ on the cross, the devil thinks he's going to work against the chosen people of God or the children of God. It's not going to work. This is what I'm telling you right now, people. Just listen. Justice, true justice in the three-dimensional here, legal system, jail, death, misfortune, whatever you want to take with this justice card is going to happen. It is happening right now. And yes, this is a public enemy of these people, this high priest, high priestess, Aquarius. I don't know if this is your situation, my friends. I hope that is not. You know what I'm talking about. But yes, this Queen of Swords is the third party. And she has played a very, very mean and deceitful and crazy hand of cards here against herself. She's a public enemy. She's an enemy of herself. She's an enemy of God. She's an enemy of the, you understand? She's even an enemy of the fucking devil, because the devil is never going to fuck with these motherfuckers. He considers himself very intelligent and wise and old. He's going to fuck you up, and then he's going to say, you know what? You're going to receive, the same penalty as I did, because you chose me as the rightful one against God. And this is what is the enmity and the enemy of God. The devil is actually publicly in a spiritual war the enemy of God. It is the only enemy of God, the devil. And he attacked humanity. He attacked God through humanity. And this is the word of God. I don't know if you believe in the word of God or whatever. You can believe whatever nonsense you want to believe. You actually owe to yourself the truth. Every single man owes to himself the truth. This is what you owe to yourself, you watcher. If you want the truth, if you want to be a seeker of the truth, you will seek for the truth. And the truth, once you receive it and you accept it and you look hard for it and you find it, it's going to actually free you up. It's going to actually be the only thing that is going to give you life. Because the devil is death. God is life. The devil is death. See the opposing forces here, the opposing two masters, at least two masters. That's why you're free will. In order for you to choose wisely, choose good. Because if you don't choose correctly, you're going to be like the one, like the divine, or like the other, like the devil. You're even going to have horns and a hairy, beastly, body in the fucking hell, where you're going to actually take the punishment of a motherfucker that is really fucking crazy. You know what I mean? When this person actually flipped and clicked into his, you know, and in the position that this motherfucker had in heaven, I am telling you, he was splendid. He was gorgeous. He was the star of the morning, shining bright, giving light. He was a leader between them all, between the angels of God. And then in 1 second, he just, boop, I want to be more than God. I can do a better job than the Most High. I'm going to enthrone myself on top of him and I'm going to kick his ass. Delusional, delusional motherfucker. Do you know what I'm talking about here, devil? This is what is happening with these delusional people. That they are so easily triggered and tripped by this motherfucker that lies to them, that promises them, I'm going to give you this love. Oh, you want this man? I'm going to give it to you. And this man doesn't have anything to do with this person. It will never have like a tiny little, touch of it. Nothing. And I guess this third party is going to be forever a third party and an enemy of herself and a public enemy of God. This is a public enemy of God. This Queen of Swords here with the Devil and the Eight of Cups and the Queen of and the Knight of Swords, the Two of Pentacles and the Magician, she actually magicianed herself into the fucking bullshit. And again, the Magician on top of the Queen of Swords. So she had the Magician with the first deck, and she still believes that she's going to manifest with her magician skills something against the divine. And then look, on top of the Fool, the Sun card, and on top of the Ace of Swords, Queen of Pentacles. And again, Queen of Wands. This is actually confirming to me that in the end, the divine has, the divine has, the right to actually do whatever he wants. He to put together who he wants to put together and do in his will in the people's life, whatever he put, he had in his will from the beginning from these people, and not fucking devil and no fucking three-dimensional flesh of a bitch, a devil with titties and a fucking cunt, is gonna come between the divine's plan for people, for chosen people that have a destiny, they have a calling, they have a purpose into this three-dimensional plane. The emperor, it's supposed to be independent because they were living in the codependency situation shape here. And that sometimes they just cross the line here with the emperor energy and the Nine of Cups. They want their cake and eat it too, and they abuse a little bit of too much probably of drinking, too much of going into situations with other people, but they broke their own heart as well because they were not patient enough, waiting for the divine to actually make the situation come to the rightful, you know um timing and the rightful planting of seed, the divine timing of this situation. They stab themselves in the heart by choosing very very quickly, or to go back to somebody, or to choose somebody else in instead of this divine partner. deceitful ways of people, or, I rushed into my first marriage, I have to say. And not because I was blind, but because I was stubborn. I was stubborn. I thought I knew what I was doing. But now I realize, because now I reap what I sowed. Even if what I sowed with all my heart and being, and I put everything out there, and I lost everything, and I gave even more, and I waited even more, and I lost more of my time, it was not fit for me. It was not the rightful one. It was not meant. It was not why I came. And even if I'm never going to be in this lifetime with my divine masculine, um, I don't care. I know that I didn't come for nobody else. I came for myself. It is a promise that I gave to myself in a past life, that I'm going to have to fix what I broke. What is my responsibility in regards to this? And I know that that's why I'm here. No, for no partnership, or I can be alone myself. I can make myself happy. I can satisfy myself. I can do whatever the fuck I want. And no fucking bullshit is going to touch me if I don't want. I mean, fucking bullshit relationship. And, people that disrespect me, don't treat me exactly what I deserve for at least some part of it. I'm not talking about completion and give it to me the world and the stars. I wouldn't want that. I would want the stars to be in their place and the planets exactly where they are, and the sun where it is and the moon where it is. You know, but um, I'd rather be alone, eating a very slice of bread in peace, than being in a bad company with people that put plenty on the table and they say to me, "Eat, eat," and then the little that I eat, I go out and throw up because they didn't give it with all their heart. I don't want this bullshit. I'd rather be alone and in peace than with a lot of abundance with a fucking devil at the table, or in my bed, or in my room, or in my house. No, thank you. You can go wherever you came from. Nobody asked you to come here. And the devil will tell you, well, even if you don't force things, I'm going to fucking force you and I'm going to destroy you because I'm a murderer and because I want to. No, bitch. Even if you want to, you're not going to make it possible. You know. Aquarius, it is a very strong, and not saying weird, but I'm sick and tired of the same readings everywhere. Listen, and every it's something from a past life. It's something with a third party. It's a fucking karmic. It's something with swords or wands or whatever the fuck. Um, Same shit, different day. Same type of person, different suit. You know, or same type of personality, different color of the suit. I'm sick and tired of it. I just want this to be ended and done with and be over with. I even want this fucking karma of humanity and generational sin to be over with, because it's pathetic. It is fucking pathetic for humanity not to be awakened and not to realize who the fuck they're choosing, and that their flesh is temporal and it has a beginning and an end. And in the way that they didn't bring anything into this world, they're not gonna fucking take anything with them. And that everything, even if this body is a material for the fire, they're working and building their homes and houses and richnesses and whatever the hell. You're gonna die tonight. Nothing is gonna come with you, honey. And you'll never know if your children are going to be made possible to take it. So whatever you're building on this plane, you're building for the fucking fire, you understand? So you better start putting the seeds out there and reaping something for eternal life, if you believe that eternal life exists. If you don't believe, I guess you're just a piece of flesh that is born into this world, has a consciousness, a free will, understanding, emotions, desires, whatever you are and you feel, and you're just gonna die one day and that's gonna be it. But it's not the truth, because the soul is never gonna die. The spirit is never gonna die. It lives eternal. Even the fucking devil, he lives forever. He's not allowed to die. Do you understand? Spirit gives birth to spirit. Flesh gives birth to flesh. Once the spirit gave birth to spirit, that spirit is going to last forever. This is the divine's will, and this is the divine made, making. Don't lie to yourself. Oh, I'm just flesh, and I don't know if I'm going to have life after this. You're going to feel consciousness. You're going to be present. Even if staying in the dark in eternity, or in the fucking hell, or in heaven, whatever you choose to go, or whoever you want to be like, or the person that you really are deep down within yourself. And I'm not preaching. I don't want to preach. I probably am not a preacher, you know? But for you to actually live an existence where you create here houses and more yachts and more jets and more, fame and whatever, and you lose your fucking soul and you don't take anything with you, and after you nothing remains because the government is going to take everything. You don't have children, they're going to actually take everything. Oh, donation for the government. The rich people and greedy people, they're going to take it and going to make it and going to, not even your children, you're not going to know if they're going to receive it. So what are you actually wanting to become more rich for? For strangers? For other people? Then just everything that you have, your richness, give it to the poor, man. Have enough for yourself and your family to know that you're secure and I have enough, but the rest give it away. Because you're not going to take it with you. Understand? You didn't bring anything into this world, and you're not going to take anything with you. Everything that you have here, it's borrowed, is not yours. Forget about it. Don't lie to yourself and don't lie to other people. Don't lie to your children. Don't harm your children by thinking, oh, I'm going to be selfish. I'm going to make my belly fat as this and my ass big as that. And I'm going to be happy because I'm going to go to heaven and I'm going to live there. No, fucker. You're going to live there in a very non existent place in darkness until judgment is going to come. And then after judgment, you're going to go into the kingdom of heaven or into the fucking hell. One way or another, you're going to go to a place that you chose to go to. You understand? By not choosing it, you chose it already. So stop lying to yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. By not making a choice, you made a choice. By not giving an answer, you give an answer. This is what I'm telling you. Good or bad, the people involved in this, you're gonna reap what you have sown. You're gonna reap the circumstances of your own choices. Nobody's gonna come because the walls are gonna become alive and the rocks on the fucking streets, the mountains are gonna rip themselves off from their ground and are gonna start declaring. Exactly. The wardrobe that I have behind me is gonna have a mouth and eyes, and it's gonna start talking and telling me this woman did this and did that and the other thing, and they planned and they scammed and they did. Everything is gonna be a testimony in front of the Most High into this plane and all the planes that you can actually imagine. Nothing is going to be hidden. Everything is going to be shouted from the rooftops. Everything is going to come to the light. Don't lie to yourself. This is what I'm telling you right now, and this is the truth. Believe it or don't believe it. You choose. Stop lying to yourself and choose whatever is good for you. Stop believing in lies and all this deceitfulness that you have, because I'm never going to have something that is actually mine. Nothing is going to be mine that is not supposed to be mine. I already understood, and probably you did, on multiple levels of your life. I don't want to preach. I probably want to apologize that I'm becoming so passionate and crazy, but this is what I know and this is what I receive and give. Don't work for this plane because nothing is going to remain. And you're not guaranteed the day of tomorrow. You're not guaranteed, I don't know how much years of your life. You're not guaranteed. Look at the world that we are living in. Humanity creates viruses to kill other people because other people on top of us think that we are not worthy enough to eat the produce of this world or whatever the fuck they're thinking. They don't have the right to choose who lives and who dies. You don't have a right to choose. You understand? God is the giver of life, and He's the one that decides if you live or if you die. But this depends on you and only on you, nobody else. You're not going to say, oh, the devil came and put me to blah, 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 blah. No, no. Stop lying to yourself. Stop pretending that you don't know what you choose. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know. No, stop pretending. You are well aware exactly what you choose right in this moment and in every moment of your existence. Nobody's going to come in front of God and say, "Oh, I didn't know what I chose. I was crazy. I was stoned. I was drugged. I was pissing myself. I was." No, no excuses, my friends. Forget about the excuses. Nobody's a victim. Nobody has an excuse. Nobody. This is what you have to face, good or bad karma. Your choice, my friends. Peace, love, and light, Aquarius. I am sorry it went too long, 1.5 hours, but I'm guided. So I'm the vessel. I don't do anything for myself. I do what is owned for me to be doing because I own from, you know, past lives. And I'll always have to fulfill what I am meant to fulfill. Thank you, Cody Claiborne. It is what it is. Life is a lot of choices that bring circumstances. But we cannot actually live and continue lying to ourselves that we are not the ones that choose for ourselves in the control of our own lives. You know, it is sad to see humanity just wasting so much time and so much resource and so much goodness and so much truth and so much everything that we could actually put into this plane, into our lives, into other people's lives. Nothing is going to remain. You understand, this universe is just a tiny little window that the divine has created for us. It's millions and billions of light years of traveling. We will never touch this. We will never. You understand? Never. But the fact that we are all here and we are supposed to learn something or ascend to a higher point of understanding, acceptance, truth, recognizing truly who we are, because we forgot who we are. We, all of us, forgot when we were born into this world, into this life. We forgot who we truly are. And that's the problem. We are afraid of ourselves. Are we going to be afraid of ourselves? Even if we did wrong, even if we chose really, really bad in our lives or in past lives, are we going to continue to lie to ourselves, try to steal from others, their happiness, their resources, their wives, their whatever coveting these motherfuckers have? Because coveting is a fucking sin against God. Do you know this? And do you think that God, the divine, didn't put in each and every one of us hidden treasures and blessings and the ability and capability of becoming much, much more? Do you think this? Even in the fucking devil he put. But he chose otherwise. It is a matter of choice. No. It seems that the angels in heaven have a free will as well as the fucking devil had. And he has still a free choice. Do you think that his free choice is removed from him? That he's not choosing every moment and every second to deceive, to steal and kill and destroy? He chooses every fucking second of every fucking moment of the day. You understand? It is your choice. Make that choice, Aquarius. It depends only on you. Peace, love, and light, my friends. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.